STEVE-KR4IBW.
IBW, Roger, Roger. What's the name there?
The name Steve, Sierra Tango Echo Victor Echo.
Roger, Steve, and what's your location, sir?
Pretty close to you. I'm over here in the Coral Ridge, Fairdale area. Just got this radio set up for HF and wanted to give you a shout to see how it sounds.
Yes, sir. What kind of radio are you running today, sir?
It's an ICOM 7300.
Roger, Roger. Okay, first thing is to be sure that you're in that wide 100 to 2900 transmit bandwidth, TBW. It's there's three possibilities on your 7300. One is called wide, and that's the one we want to be in, 100 to 2900. Roger?
That's where I'm at.
Roger, Roger. Okay, then to your compressor processor on at a 3. Something that nobody will ever really hear, but we suggest a 3 on that compressor setting. Roger?
Roger. I'm presently set at a 5. I'll turn it down to a 3 for you right now. How's that?
Yes, sir. What happens is when you pass a 3, you start getting to be stuck up between words, and that doesn't help anybody between the words. So, and some folks find it annoying. So we approach the setup of the compressor with a great deal of finesse, just enough to help us along. Roger, about a 3 dB or 4 dB compression rate on that compressor, but we call it a 3. Roger?
Roger.
All right, now to your ALC meter, and with mic gain in hand, and as you say the magic word audio, don't stress it, just say it as you would say any other word in a QSO, and as you say that word, you adjust your mic gain control until your ALC meter is running in the sweet spot of half to 2/3. Roger, 50%, half to 2/3, Roger. Just closer to 2/3 if you can do that. With that steady state tone, it's a lot easier to do the 2/3 because it's not jumping around like if you were to try to set it with your voice. So just and adjust your mic gain until you're in that sweet spot of 7 or 2/3, Roger.
Roger, it's presently set at 75%. I'll turn it down to 70 and give you a audio.
Roger, Roger. Now it's your meter. You're looking at it. You call it audio and adjust your mic gain for the sweet spot of 7 or 2/3.
Roger, that's where it's at.
Okay, so in the future, it's probably a good idea. Your ALC meter is, I think, one of the most important meters of your radio. It'll tell you exactly what's going on. So I would leave my ALC meter out so I could see, and the idea is to develop a relationship with your ALC meter that you can keep it right there in the sweet spot of 7 or 2/3 for as much of the time as possible. Roger?
Roger that.
And little helpful reminders would be your cadence speed will help you keep that meter in that sweet spot. If you talk like that, then the meter's going to fall down, between words. But if you have a medium, quick delivery speed, then the meter's inclined to stay put up in that sweet spot area. And that's just a suggestion, Roger.
Roger that. We can do.
Roger, Roger. Okay, so the next thing would be to move into your tone control board, your equalizer. Do you know where that is? Can you go to that?
Not sure where that's at.
Okay, so let me give you a hint. It's menu, settings, transmit, sideband. We're getting close right in that area.
right, I've got it.
Okay, and what's it reading right at the moment?
Oh, I've lost it. I've punched the button. Hang on just a second. Run me back to that again, if you don't mind, Jim.
Okay, it's menu, settings, transmit, sideband, in that area.
This is the new radio, and I'm hitting settings. Oh, well, there I go again. Menu, settings, and I have tone control functions.
That's the one.
Display.
Tone control.
All right.
And what is your reading on tone control? You have two adjustments, a treble control and a bass control. And what do they say at the moment?
The bass control says 4, and the treble says 4 also. +4 and +4.
Okay, sir. So take that treble control, max out to a +5. I believe that's max on the 7300, +5 on your treble control. Roger?
Roger. That's where it's set now.
Okay, so and also let me ask: is that the hand supplied or the hand mic supplied?
Yes, sir.
Okay, best way to run that is pull it to the corner of your lips and talk across it. That will minimize any mouth noise that you might generate. So just bring it to the corner of your lips. Actually, touch the corner of your lips and talk across it. Roger.
Roger. I hope that sounds a little better there for you.
Yes, sir. Now, and we're +4. Let's come back to a +2 on that bass control. Roger, +2 on bass.
There you go. How's that sound?
Okay, why don't you tell me about your what you like best about your radio there for about 10 or 15 seconds.
Well, I love the receive of it. Since I've gotten this radio and since I've gotten on HF, which hasn't been very long at all, I'm really enjoying it. And I've just put up a 40-meter inverted V-dipole with a 1-to-1 balun, and everything seems to be really matched well, and it's really working well. How's that?
Yes, sir. And that's normally where I would put it, but I'm just an adventuresome soul today, so what I want you to do is go back and crank in where you were there. I think that was +4 on your bass EQ control.
No, all right, we've got her back to a +4 there. Does that sound any better?
Yes, I'm looking at it on a spectrum analyzer, and you're much fuller down towards 100 cycles, and that 7300 does have the capability of running 7300. Of 100 cycles, which is a really nice frequency there. I usually cut it off a little sooner than that, but I think you're sounding just great. So tell me now that we're looking at a nice bottom end there, when did you first become interested in ham radio? Were you a child of 16, or did it happen later in life?
Well, I first became interested in it when I was a child. My mother and father were always on 11 meters, and they were always surrounded by friends there and friends that were on the ham radio also. As a matter of fact, you were one of them, and the last time I spoke to you was probably 1978 or 79, and went to the fair with your son with you. Yeah, I've always been interested in it, but life is what life is, and I got married early on in life, and I always wanted to acquire my ham ticket, but I just never had time for so many years, and I didn't become disinterested, but I just was always pressed for so much work for so little time, and finally I said, well, you know what, I'm getting close to 60. I'm going to do it now, or I'm never going to do it.
Roger. Time does have a way of exponentially hurrying things up a little bit. I have a little bit of that myself, and not knowing for sure what's going to happen tomorrow. Then you go ahead and try to make that wish fulfillment. And Steve, I think you've got a good sound and radio there. If you want to hear it, if you go to YouTube and do a call letter search for Kilo Charlie 9 Victor Kilo Victor, it will take you. And after that call sign, use the word logbook. So officially, it's Kilo Charlie 9 Victor Kilo Victor, followed by the word logbook. On a YouTube search will take you to this recording. It'll be cut number 1 in a series of 3600, and I'll have it uploaded to YouTube by noon tomorrow. Roger?
We'll definitely do that. As a matter of fact, have been watching them. They're very interesting, and it's one of the reasons why I finally made the choice to go ahead and get my ticket, because, I've watched you, I've bought the radio, I've listened on the radio, and thought, well, now's the time. But I sure appreciate your help with my radio, and I hope it's sounding better because of it. You have a good Friday, or the rest of your Friday, and have a good weekend. KR4IBW, I'm out.
Roger, sir. Well, good to talk at you, sir. And if you get a chance, join us next Friday. We'd love to have you. This is the Friday afternoon Qso-Vlog net, and of course, this Friday everything is going to heck in a handbasket. For some reason, I use 2 routers to supply my SDR internet capability, and then divided one with 3 and one with 1, or 50-50, however it goes. But for whatever reason, one of those routers is not functioning well today, and I don't happen to have the code password for the other one. I know it's around here somewhere, but I usually make it a habit of putting that information along with the router itself, so I always have that information, but not today. And so I'm running it kind of half staff, so to speak. I do have my local 7300, which I'm anticipating some miracles in reception today out of that 7300. Since the pressure's on, boys, wake up over there, 7300. You're on call heavily for today. Anyway, this is the Friday afternoon Qso-Vlog net. If you have a radio you want to check out, give me a shout.